Hello everyone, V here and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. Now last time we managed to do a couple of things, one for Rufus and a little bit for Mob, so it would be a good idea to go back to Ocean City, have a word with the Mob, and then do the whole thing with the radios for Rufus. Okay, use Rufus's gadget, there we go. You tune the radio to WGCR and hold Rufus's gadget up to it. The thing clicks a few times and the little needle on it goes up to 1. Okay, so that's one of the things. And now let's hold them up. Sorry about the small mistake. Press the wrong button. Okay, call down T with a phone number. Of course we gotta... Oh my god. Okay, I think it's Hello en plannen aan min naam is Dan Toleron and it's speak on the telephone. I think that's Dutch, but I can be wrong. English. Yes, that. Okay, I did not. Dutch is nearly English. Dutch is a bootleg English. Endeavor to not be so culturally unsophisticated. It will impede your personal growth. Anyway, your submarine booze is safe. Bravo, you're certain to enjoy it. It is our newest vintage. Your next assignment will be to renovate an elderly and formerly abandoned radiophonic transmission station. Renovate it? Oh, we already did this. Renovate it such that it no longer contains any vampires. We are apprehensive of the possibility that they will use the equipment contained therein to drop eaves upon our professional communications. Well, I certainly wouldn't wish that on anyone. But whatever, I know the place you mean. I already cleared the vampires out of there. For Hooch's revelation, your expediency is really off the chart, so to speak. Your payment shall be delivered to your bed adjacent furniture fortress. You hear someone opening the window in your bedroom. Swell. How nice. You place the glowy orb thing on your knick-knack shelf. Oh right, it's that. Consider the orb. Orc touched, +1 Moxie, nice. You place a finger around the periphery of the orb for a while. Yes, very good. I love these things, like, this thing is hypnotizing. Okay, Vivian, the success of your swamp-derived mission performances has not gone unnoticed. The boss is duly impressed, DT. The boss, huh? Wow. Nice, let's take a look. 800 meat. I think you're getting 100 extra after every single assignment. Okay, we have one radio, but one thing first, I have alcohol. For that I found this case of tequila. Gracias muchachos, thank you. And now time for a quick run. Here's what I might need the match later. Thank you very much. Okay, close the weird shadow sphere and use Rufus's gadget. Thank you very much. I don't think there was one at Fridge Factory. Gotta shove past the guys. Got no time for this. No, okay, so no radio over here. A pebble next to the sidewalk, okay, psychogeologist, energizing powder, thank you very much. I'm not going to read these things right now because we've read them enough, I believe. And I just want to do the whole thing with, oh nice, another. And I just want to do the whole thing with radios. Okay, we are not a telephone booth. Yeah, on a good note, what do we have here? Black orbs, okay. You know what, I'll let my familiar deal with most of them. A lot better. That's actually a pretty cool thing, that tiny floating geode deals 1 extra damage after each turn. If the battle is long enough, this can actually turn into something really cool. Being sure to practice, every little bit helps, and anyway my finger's getting itchy. Seems like maybe we shouldn't be shooting guns in the middle of the city. Ah, baloney. It's copacetic, the fuss here ain't worth a bloody nickel, and who else is gonna raise a beef when we're clearly healed? I'll take your word for it as soon as I figure out what it was. Yeah, the two of you take turns shooting at the cans until you run out of cans. Fair enough, I don't know like half of the things that she said. But fair enough. Any radio over here? No. But there's definitely one at... You hear a banging noise and hissing coming from the mouth of a nearby alley and hesitantly check it out. It's probably fine. Probably just one of those times where a cat jumps out at you and runs away, right? Unfortunately, what jumps at you is two of those spooky shadow imps you saw at SIT before. They hiss and cackle at you and do an unpleasant little dance. Mental note, stop checking out noises in dark alleys. Okay, this is gonna be loud because saxophone. Okay, do I have any combat item that would affect all of them? No, I don't, so... Okay, let's go with this dude first. Not as bad as I thought. They'll surely discourage these totally alien creatures with incomprehensible motivations from doing whatever they're doing. Of course. Okay, let's take a look. Shadai over here right now has proper beds. Good. Anything here with the grub? I think that... Yeah, hello, yeah, nice cat. Hey, thanks so much for helping me before. I didn't even get your name. I'm Calendula Crabtree. Oh my god, your parents must have hated you. Oh, I'm Vivian Taylor. I'm afraid I can't pay you back yet. You don't really have anything to make decent booze out of. At the moment, I'm just using random kitchen scraps and weeds, and I can't serve you that in good conscience or good ethics. Ah, don't worry about it. Also, it seems that saxophone carried over to hobo camp music, which I guess it proves, like I said, that the battle music for the jazz agent, the disco music and the hobo camp music are identical. It's the same track, just in different styles. Oh, hey, my messenger friend, I never caught your name. Hi Albert, I'm Vivian. Thanks for pointing me here. Business is booming. Got anything new? Oh, nice, disposable razor blade, thank you. Plus 2 bleeding to our weapon. Definitely. Definitely, thank you. Maybe, well, no, thanks. But there's definitely another radio, okay. Then you restored the radio to the way you found it, making your mom proud. Of course, thank you. Hey, so about those secret plans, anything? I admit, you've been quite helpful. You, at first a total stranger, have gone out of your way to help hobos when the other people of this country and even the government itself would not. This is the crux of the problem, that hobos are looked down upon when not overlooked entirely. I seek to remedy this. Whoa, are you planning a revolution or something? Oh no, nothing so violent. I tend to sidestep the problem. I should not say more. Okay. Hey, don't touch that telephone. Royal use only. This phone isn't actually connected to anything. Don't let it hear you say that. Fair enough, okay. Okay, gonna shove past them. And once again, I don't know, there is another radio somewhere over here. I know that there is a couple of them in this place. Okay, no radio over here. Like I said, sorry if it seems like a little bit of a time waste, but I want to make 100% sure that I'm not missing any. There's definitely way more radios in the game than just the 11 that Rufus needs. But, I want to deal with this relatively early. Anything here? Nope. Okay, definitely nothing at the moment, that's just No, I might need it later. Technically, I will be running around this place once again in just a bit. For a different reason, paint-related reason. Thankfully, that's way less of a problem. Okay, nothing up there, nothing here, nothing downstairs, I believe. Okay, so walking through Ocean City, you see a couple of stranded motorists trying to change a car tire. The efforts aren't amounting to squat though, because they don't have a jack. Lift the car for them. You hold the car up long enough for them to change the tire. Motor cars don't actually weigh all that much. Of course, fair enough. I have no comment on that. Anything in here? Nope, not at all. Just a regular house. I mean, the things kind of calmed down once we removed all the tentacles. Yes, I need to check one more place for this radio. Oh wow, Shadow Rift, nice. Let's take a look. What do we have here? A piece of eye to take it back. I kinda like the general, you know, the idea, a piece of eye, like either could be eye as an organ or, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Okay, let's get all the tentacles back. And what do we have here? Shadow pants. Throbbing ring of negative energy around a pair of dark shorts. Let's close it. And there we go. Like I said, we are not tainted by the shadow, so we cannot take these things with us. But in a way, I guess you could say that's good. Like I said, I am not aiming for the bad end. Nothing in a soda factory? Fair enough. There's definitely no radio at Polycarp's. Couple of black orbs. Yeah, might as well. Sprained elbow. The orbs beat you up. It doesn't really feel that different from getting beaten up by a normal physical thing, to be honest. Sprained my elbow. Is it like... does it like do anything or... Yeah, that's bakery, that's Tex Instruments. I don't think he has a radio. 10 things I had about you. All facets certified Laos free. Good to know. Hi, my name is Vivian. Pleased to meet you. I'm Albert. Why aren't you wearing a hat? Have you ever heard the phrase familiarity breeds contempt? Gotcha. What's for sale? A driving cap? Regenerate an extra 1 EP per round? Lorry cloche? Green visor? You can't be afraid of what you can't see. I wouldn't see can't see about half of everything. When I think about green visors, it's like the card dealers at old casinos, I guess. Jewel turban, mail carrier's hat, old cowboy hat. No thanks. I am pretty good with my comfy cursed fedora. Colored sandwich, April 18, 1858. Alright, already. Or did I? I don't know, let me check. Any radio in here? There might be one in the basement. But first, let's see. Okay, so this is it. I found something interesting. A flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in a folder for that date. So that's what the code was all about. Press Campanini. You're not exactly sure where this meat came from, but if pressed, you'd say a pig. That's enough for research. Any new dates over here? No. Okay. So that's the last thing that I wanted to check. No. Okay, so that's all radios in this location. Okay, dude definitely doesn't have a radio, but I'm pretty damn sure there was one radio at the junkyard. And around the leaf, not causing any No space-time continuum weirdness. Ah, there it is. Nice. Now the radio is at 4, the dial is at 4, so we have only 7 more radios to deal with. Is there one at distillery? I stepped in some kind of weird mushrooms. Okay. We've already read that. Any radio over here? No. Like I said, I know this sounds a little bit and looks a little bit like check the meat return. Oh, nice! You force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. Nice, so an explosive. No radio here? No radio here, okay. Like I said, I know that it sounds like a little bit of stalling, but as I said, I want to be like 100% sure that I got everything done. I don't think there was anything in here radio-wise. There was definitely a tiny radio at the pet store. There we go, thanks. Okay, there's definitely none at the cave. Okay, let's go, red core, thank you. But there was definitely a radio over here, 6. Okay, so I have only 5 left. Alright, okay, so a giant spider, so let's fight this thing. Nice, greetings, Rufus sent me to help, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of a funny thing, I kind of forgot that it can happen, because it's a rather rare occurrence. But yeah, as you meet more people in here... Yuan, congratulations on not being too grossed out to fight like I probably would have been. It is a magical weapon? Spider eggs? Ew. Creepy forest fetish. Creepy little sculpture made of twigs held together with spiderwebs and throbbing with evil magic. Fair enough, okay. Nothing here? No, that's... I'm pretty damn sure that's all in this place. Yeah, okay, so bus stop and SIT camp. Okay, why do we exist? Okay, so already done this bamboozling. Who cares about purpose? Okay, fine, give me some meat. Okay, there's definitely a radio over here. Thank you. Okay, was there a radio at the Pret house or not? Okay, I'll leave you to your barbecuing, thank you. Okay, and was there any radio at the lit? Okay, let's fight the shadows. I'm going to get rid of the elbow damage in just a bit. Okay, let's just go with the usual. Did you have most health? Thanks. I absolutely don't mind the ones that kinda look like devils, even though they deal spooky damage. I really don't like the regular humanoid ones because they inflict bleed. And that kinda sucks. Okay, nothing, and we destroyed a TV, unfortunately. No thanks, I don't see any textbooks for what I'm doing here. Fine, find this prom doesn't have a bio textbooks new, of course. Oh yeah, that is a scam, that is an awful scam. Let's take a look, I'm pretty damn sure there was a radio. Yep. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any way to change the station, unfortunately. I'm going to take a look just through. Oh, no, thank you. I don't know what I walked in on, but, no, thanks. Frosty Flakes, thank you. Wait, what the? This thing is clogged up with a bunch of nasty wet hair. Grab it. Seriously? Yes. Look, this isn't going to turn out secretly be some extremely useful piece of equipment or anything. It's literally just a clot of slime and old hair in a filthy dorm room thing. Grab it. Yep. This wouldn't be disgusting even if it wasn't wet. Yeah. Splash some water on my face. Much better. Okay, so our elbow is working again? Oh, what do we have here? Unidentified chemicals. Nice, thank you. The sink is unnaturally clean. Nice, okay, a vampire. Now I think that would be it. I don't know if there's a radio in fish and chips. No, but there's one more radio definitely that I know about. Now that's baloney, I'm not a nerd. Oh, so prove it then, by re-wrestle arms. If you win, then not a nerd, you are okay. What if I lose? Then we are swirl your head into a toilet. I don't want that. Nobody does. Win at arm wrestling. Right, I think that this is just, like a direct option. You and the Jocelyn face off, elbows on the table. After a few minutes of clenched teeth straining, the two of you manage to remember the rules to arm wrestling and start the match. Right. The Jocelyn is a tough cookie, but eventually you beat them. Ha! So there. Okay, fair is fairness. We admit that a nerd is not you. Thank you. Was there anything over here at Ovid's shop? He had a radio? No, he did not have a radio. Ah, even more shadows. Embarrassed makes you weak to sleep damage. Dude, careful. Okay. Was there anything over here I could have technically... Nah, there was no radio over there. Even if there was, I'm not trying. While exploring the halls of SIT, you take a wrong turn and find yourself in a locker room full of goblins. As best as you can figure out from context, this must be SIT's varsity snapping towels and bot team. Except the sport probably has a better name than that. Tollbot? Bot snap? Hey, what's your sport called? Foot base. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. What are you, a man of some or other kind? Okay, let's fight them. Sorry dude, but no. Not letting goblins, bully me. Or anyone else for that matter. Okay, let's deal with you. And this should be enough for... There we go. Much better. A spiderwing geology, unfortunately Athena does not work. Theoretical topology. No, but there was one downstairs. Whoa, what the hell? As walking down a hallway in one of the SIT's many and various science buildings, a lab door suddenly bursts open and a wild-eyed lab-coated man runs out with two large fizzing test tubes in his hands. Refuse my tenure, will they? Those fools, I'll destroy them all, don't try to stop me. Stop me from doing what exactly? I've created the perfect monster formula, all I have to do is mix these two chemicals and an unstoppable legion of beasts will devour this entire building and everyone in it. Go ahead. What, really? Yeah, I'm curious. Let's see the unstoppable base. Okay, check this out. It's awesome. You will regret your decision, fool. He pours the chemicals on the floor and they bubble and smoke violently. Some large, roughly humanoid slime monsters grow out of the toxic pool. There, what do you think of that? They're just slime monsters. I've seen better. Probably this would have made the scientist enemy, but the slime monsters have already eaten him. Okay, let's fight these guys. It was actually kind of funny to, just go, right, go ahead. Okay, this will be definitely more than enough. The tricky tin body. Done, so just one slime monster left. Oh, holy shit, that thing poisons a lot. But I got some unidentified chemicals, that's good. Can I? Oh, nice, I can actually drink them, nice. I mean, not exactly nice. But then again, I guess if anyone's stupid enough to, drink unidentified chemicals, then that's on them. Okay, I managed to use it, good. Okay, that's the greenhouse access, laundry room, barbecuing maintenance success. Ah, there we go, and there's one more radio over here, nice, it goes up to 9. I believe that this is all the radios that we can get in the first 3 areas, so I can go ahead to the Big Moist. What do we have here? My to-do list. Keep searching for Charles Wallace in the Big Moist. Okay, so just the radios and cheese for the rat. Fair enough, I'm not going for largemouth bass and sons, I'm going to moonshiners rack. As you're on a clump of mangrove trees or whatever kind of trees these are, you come face to face with a bearded gator man and his big filthy sack. I should clarify that it's a burlap sack and it doesn't have a face, just the gator man does. Whoops, one sack, 143 meat, sale final. Okay, let's see what do we have here. Open the bag and reveal your prize. It's like Crimbo, a sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. Gator stick, gator punch, swamp mushroom. This swamp mushroom does not appear in any mycology textbook because mycologists famously refuse to get their shoes wet. Of course, the gator stick is pretty damn useful though. This rotten stump is crawling with worms. No, thank you. Let's see, what do we have here? Now, I wanted to... The spot has been demoted from soup to chamber. Blech. Whoever it was he must have left in a hurry. There's still a poker game in progress. You draw cards until you beat all the hands that were left on the table, then you collect your winnings. Thank you. There's a spare card tile leaning against the wall here. The flag pattern on this tile identifies it as a Lincoln, which sounds like an impressive piece of deduction, but honestly, the top part and beard were a dead giveaway. Okay, fair enough. A rusty old fire-powered still. You're pretty sure these aren't meant to be operated indoors. Not with that attitude. It's full of ashes, but they're cold. Seems like nobody has been here for a while. And a couple of soggy bedrolls. Okay, there's a chaotic mess of animal tracks leading in all directions. You identify several set of tracks leading away from the cabin. Okay, one of them matches the track pattern of that spare tire found. So, follow the tire tracks. You follow the tire tracks until you lose track of them in the water near a partially submerged cave. Let's check it out. Okay, another campsite. What do we have here? This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatorman sure are slopped. You also find a 15 by 16 inch combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. Charles's other wrench. Okay, thank you. Disobey. Let's fish over here. What do we have here? Fish in a sack and some extra meat on the line. Thank you. Okay, the small track has been fitted with Lincoln tires. That's a little ominous. I love it. I love it. This is a clever joke. A couple of shady looking characters certainly skulking in this cave. Hi? Hi. Hello. Are you Jarvis and Clem Shields? No, I'm Clem. He is Jarvis. Shut up, Clem. They might be a pro here. I ain't Clem. And I ain't Jarvis. Relax, guys. I just saw the poster at the bus stop and got curious. I'm not gonna turn you in. My name's Vivian. Ew, that's a relief. Sure is. Good to meet you, Vivian. What are you two doing in this weird cave? Got ourselves the right predicament. It's what we've done. What happened? The short version, please. Short version is, a pack of mean varmints stole all our hooch down back at cave there. I also locked the truck's key inside the truck, on accident. This cave has been a real carnival of us, that's for sure. See, let's see what I can do. Could probably jimmy the door open if you had a coat hanger. You do. You get a car online, but your coat hanger gets ruined in the process. Shucks. I mean, at least the truck's unlocked. Okay, what do we have here? Vein of confident limestone. Nice. You listen carefully to the stone, gives you good advice and the materials with which to implement it. Shell, outer grit. Nice. These gator men have gotten into the shield's brothers' stash of hooch. They're popping the bottle caps off with their teeth, guzzling down the contents, and just generally having too much of a good time to take notice of you. Okay, let's bamboozle them. Yeah, they grow up too menacingly, plainly too solid to just jump up and attack you. On the other hand, if you get too near their booze, that could change in an instant. They frighten them away. Wow, you guys are really into that baby formula. You must be missing some vitamins or something. Booze good. Wait, baby? Yeah, we feed that stuff to human babies so they grow up big and strong, like me. You hold up your arm and pat a barely visible bicep. Big booze make strong? Humans weak. Hey now, I lived all that stuff when I was a kid. I'm in peak physical shape. Wanna see me do a push-up? I'm feeling pretty good. I bet I could do 2 or 3. The Gatormen are so disgusted by this, they drop the balls and stomp away without even pausing to beat you up. Nice. Hey, if it works, it works. It's Jarvis's and Clem's hooch, what's left of it. Okay, let's give it back to them. Okay, I dealt with the gators, you can get your hooch, at least what's left of it. Oh, hey, that's great news, thanks friend. We'll get to load and truck in a jiffy. And I unlocked your truck for you. Well dang, that's a lot off of my mind. Thanks, pal. I'm driving this time. Yeah, that's fair. Looks like you guys are good to go. Sure does. Thanks a million, pal. You really saved up bacon. And how? We ain't got much to offer you by way of our rewards, but feel free to grab a crate of hooch as a thank you. Nice. Thanks. They quickly load the rest of the hooch into the back of the truck and drive away. Unfortunately, you forgot to pay attention to how they get the truck through that weird tree hole. Oh well, maybe next time. Also, right now as I'm recording this, a rather big, like a powerful rain started. I really hope that my microphone is not picking that up. Worst case scenario, I will try to do some magic in DaVinci to get rid of that sound, because that's actually pretty loud. But let's hope that I won't need to do this. Let's hope that the microphone is not picking it up. A flash of light cuts through the trees, the glare passes, and then you see it poking its head out of the canopy. A telescope. Why fancy the telescope? Ever since you were a child, you'd press your nose to the window of the telescope shop for hours, until the proprietor would run out and threaten to tan your glutes with a tripod. And I still want a telescope. And you've waited long enough. Go and get your telescope. Go there now. Treehouse. Yeah. A bald cypress so tough and tall, it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make of it a tree home. Shut up. Hello? Hey pal, why don't you keep walking up? This here's Will Hunter's treehouse and the rules is ain't no grown-ups allowed. You mispronounce allowed? What do you want to be so mean for? You're just like all Tuchus at school. I know you know it's not pronounced Tuchus. Ah, suck eggs. What's up there? Oh, tain't anything sweat. You don't want to see anyways. I want to use the telescope you got there. Radar telescope, the property of Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. You mean licorice? No, licorice. Wouldn't be called licorice cause it ain't made of rice. It's called licorice because you lick it, but I'm setting mine up so I can lick them all at once. Can you let me out? No adult ever been up in Will Hunter Tree's house, and I ain't fixing to break that straight. I just climbed the tree. Enough of this, it's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk of the wet shedding cypress and begin to shimmy. Cypress. Hey now, that's a private treehouse. Stop, I'll tell you till you can't stand up. Take the risk. Why there's no boy up in this treehouse at all, only the large sagging features of a human face sunk in the tree's very trunk. Surely that can't be young Will Hunter. Well, I reckon now tain't No keeping you from seeing my plight. I've been wicked, pal. What happened to you? Tain't much to tell. That can't possibly be true. The great tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, you ever heard about doctor? Do you know what it is? Yes, well, I know what a doctor is. Rub it in, why don't you? I already told you, Will Hunter never got along, no tutors. I only ever met one doctor who lived on the same street as my stepaunt. It was one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his pants, and, well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it. Well, but I heard there was an interesting trout down the river. A little wider than average, but not very wide, just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? Are you asking me? No, I'm telling you, pal. Will Hunter could resist a gander at a trout, and a boy who says he could is lying. Anyway, that was he went real pleased, and to teach me a lesson, he went and cursed me to be a tree. How did this doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Will Hunter how. All I know is doctors, they got all kinds of powerful tools. Tweezers, high shot, could have used anything. What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? That I ought to paint fences if I say some fixing to? I guess that's it, yeah. That's about all I can think of. Can you even discuss? Well, the doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make good by painting a bunch of fences all around town. How did not pull me to that like this, I'll tell you. I can do that for you. Oh, pal, paint fences? You wouldn't want to do that. Sure I would. The wind picks up and snaps up a few weak twigs, but Will doesn't seem to mind. Hey, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, pal. That doctor cursed me, had nice white picket fence, and he said something like, Will Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like his, or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences, got it. You can get my paints and brush out of my knapsack. I just can't do it, but I am a tree. Yeah, is there a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Take the ladder the way that I know it, but part of this tree that I can sort of waggle around. I was still a boy, I reckon you'd say it like my fingers or nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long, arborescent fingers and or nostrils through a hole in the treehouse back to the swamp floor. You should be able to climb down those nostrils now. Nice. I'll see you around, Will. Okay, what do we have here? Will's paint and brush. Take care of those, will ya? That long-handled brush belonged to a grandfather. Your grandfather? Don't think so. I'll keep an eye out for 3 fences. Much obliged. When he reaches a certain age, a boy loses his enthusiasm for holding rocks in a treehouse. This is called the death of innocence. Okay, let's peek through. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Revelers run around the trunk of trees, crawdads and crow moms make love upon the rocks, and a duck is impaled on the beak of a heron. Right. Here in the swamp, it is a day like any other, and the circle of life turns on and on. Thanks, I guess? Okay, let's wander around. What do we have? Yes, get an eyeful of those 2 big palookas over there. Hist? Molly points out 2 burly men dressed in leather and furs burying the body of a dead gator man. Well, considering this swampy ground, they're less burying it and more just covering it in mud. They look up in surprise as Molly flounces over nonchalantly. Was it though, Bruno? You fit a lizard with a Chicago overcoat? Oh, now though, it ain't like that. Ain't it my people saying, oh geez, sugar, come look at this. They take a closer look at the body of the gator man before it disappears into the mud. He's dressed in some kind of uniform with an official-looking cap and epaulets, and a big canvas bag. These 2 mugs gone and bled the mailman. With a caper they'll bring the G-men down on you like a ton of bricks. No, look, we didn't. Ha, tell it to Sweeney, but don't flip your wig, sugar. We ain't pigeons, we won't rat you boys out in the flatties. I appreciate that, miss. We set up something of a trading post here for leather goods and the like if that tickles your fancy. Consider your options, okay. The 2 men retreat into the clearing while you counter with Molly. Ooh, a leather stone, let's go and have a look-see. Leather jacks aren't exactly in style. Maybe not, sugar, but a gator skin handbag is always the Ritz. Fair enough. Go check it out right now. I guess. If I remember correct, this dude is... He's mute. Yeah. Hi there. Looks like you've set up quite a trading post here in the swamp. The other man shakes his head. Paul can't speak. Can't or won't? Don't. How did you become mute, Paul? Well, that's a very personal question. Sorry. Ain't a problem, it's just a hobby of mine to make observations on the nature of questions. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game. That's awful. Back home we play our strip poker high stakes, or not at all. Yeah, can we trade it? And there's swamp gas, crowbar. Okay, Mr. Freeman. Oh, pickaxe, good. I'm definitely gonna need this. Okay, roll of duct tape, sharpening stone, taking these. Thank you very much, but... Okay, well, it's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now, and the person responsible for the original description has been sacked. Of course. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Why? Might not like what you see. Go inside. That egg is busted. Told you it weren't a pretty sign. I was looking forward to eating that egg all day. Come dinner time, only went and bloody dropped it. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I bet. Something to say about that gator? I swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Would never intentionally hunt a mailman. And what's wrong with killing a mailman? Listen to yourself. Can't tell you ain't a hunter, alright. Most any species is a fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by international treaty. Last hunter I know who hunted a mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars. He okay? Obviously he ain't okay, don't joke with me. That's a nightmare scenario for a hunter. Getting mailed to Mars? Sends shivers down my spine, it does. I never accused you of killing a mailman. Ah, hell, me and my big mouth. He was in my way, you understand? Had no idea he was a mailman. Never would have touched a mailman if I'd known. And my brother, he had nothing to do with it, understand? I swear it. Who are you? Me ain't much to my story. I'm a hunter, named John Leathers. And if you can't tell from the accent, I'm from Albion. I have no idea how that accent sounds, but fair enough. As a toddler, I hunted small game like mosquitoes and gnats, then moved on to foxes and wolves and stuff as I grew up. I like the game over here, but I've got my eye on the greatest hunt of all. What's that? Big picture. I'd like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs. Dude, that's more of a 5 to 10 year plan though. I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works, but I guess it's good to have a dream. Wouldn't it be more practical to build a time machine? And that just sounds ridiculous. John wipes his brow with a blade. Well, I've never been asked so many questions before. You can talk the talk alright, but what about hunting the hunt? I got work that needs doing, but I ain't going out while they're searching the swamp for the sod who killed the mailman. They find me undead. You don't have to be a Leatherman to know which way the wind blows. Okay, sure, I'll hunt for you. I love a positive attitude, and it's an easy job. But gator hides, that's all I need for my project. I even know a place you might find them, scoped out myself, see? Easy job pays well, couldn't be easier unless it was a smaller number of gator hides. Yeah, what's this project you're talking about? Not so fast, need to know I can trust you first. Okay, fair enough. But, now that I have a pickaxe, before I forget, honestly, I know I'm running all around the place, but before I forget, I got a lot of Boy Scouts around the campfire plead with you for a scary story for the Scoutmaster, as they say has proven frightfully unfrightening, scare them silly. Yes, all the boys are crying now. It brings such a joy to my heart. And now this is why I came back over here, because in the current times, yep, there's a big crack in the wall over here. And let's head right in. You see what's inside? Antique blue jeans, minus John. Let's take a look. Let's read. January 4th. Open a side passage into a new cave, a real big one. Lots of nice crystal outcroppings, should be a real good haul. Also a bunch of big stone pillars. They look like the kind you get when a stalactite and a stalagmite touch and keep going. But those are mostly common limestone, and these don't look like any limestone I ever saw. Too red, pretty creepy. Probably ought to chisel one open and see if there's anything good in the middle. January 5th. bought the chisels today, but I don't know what I was thinking. Dripstone columns don't have anything special in the middle of them. That doesn't make any sense. Get it some of the regular crystals instead. Maybe tomorrow I will bust into one of those columns just to see, There could be some really, really good and shiny treasures inside. January 6th, I'm 100% certain there are no treasures inside those pearls. I don't even remember writing that last bit of yesterday's entry. And that is why I, Ezekiel Pixley, I'm definitely going to open up all of those pearls and claim their incredible treasures all for myself. First thing in the morning. January 7th. Had my hammer and chisel all ready to go and gave one of the columns a great big kiss. That kind of made me stop and wonder what I was doing. Read back through the diary again and decided to blast the town with clothes and skip town. Get as far from here as I can. I'm leaving the diary in case anyone else finds the mine. Don't dig out those back towns unless you want the shiniest, sexiest treasure you ever saw, or my name ain't Ezekiel Pixley. Which it is. It's completely me writing this. Go ahead and open the tunnels. It's fine. I think he lost the plot. Okay, what do we have here? A shadow rift. Huh, was my head always a pickaxe? Yeah, pile of rocks, a cohesive whole. Okay, so let's take this apart. And what do we have here? Shadow boots. But since I am not shadow tainted, I am not using them. They do look cool. I tried it once, they do look cool. They basically make you float around. Okay, increases your familiar's muscle mysticality and maxi by 3 at the start of the combat. Okay, nice, but I won't be needing this. But yeah, that was the one place that I wanted to take a look at. Okay, what do we have here? That's Gatorman Village, but there also should be a Gatorman Fortress and a Gatorman Hamlet? I don't know. Okay, psychogeologist, let's take a look. I see this dude. Aren't you about missing children? Tom and Kathy, yeah, that's a sad song. We need to talk to, I guess either Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that. But I wouldn't let either of them know that you've been speaking to the other. The bosses, they don't talk anymore. What goes on in this place? Not largemouth bass and sons? We fish largemouth bass and most of us are sons. Okay, fair enough. Why don't the bosses speak to one another? Between you and me and 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was stabbed at the Academy Awards a few years back. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business. Which is? Mr. Tracy debones the fish and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at the market. Are you saying you take out the fish's bones and then put them back in? It's tradition for generations that Chapman has deboned bass and Tracy rebones them. That unique process is what gives our bass is distinctive tang. What do you think happened to the kids? If you ask me, that's what I just did. Hell, they ran off. This life isn't for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of largemouth bass, deboner or reboner. I'll be going. Okay. The god eyes me suspiciously. I guess right now we could say that the sound effects in my room, the rain, kind of match what's going on in this scene. I still hope that my microphone is not picking it up, but still. This puzzle reflects a gloomy face. Talk to the puzzle or the man. Man, please. What's the matter with you? She left me. Who left you? Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. Now I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Oh, our truck is the company truck. We use it to take the fish to market. A couple nights ago I forgot to fill her up the full bed. And that must have really ticked her off because the next morning she was gone. No, nothing. Are you suggesting the truck is sentient? It's funny, I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running over the way it has. Did it have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy, you'd have to talk to Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about it. Maybe they took the truck. I don't know, seems like a stretch. When did the children go missing? Same day as the truck, but I think that's probably a coincidence. Hey, what's this bottle here? It's a gas I never gave her that night. It's here now, in a special place, waiting for her to come home. Dude, I think you've lost the plot. Is it working? Obviously you can see that it is not. How far could someone have gone in the truck? With the gas left in her, couldn't have gone further than 100 miles. 100 miles, okay. No, 100. Sorry, 100 is fisherman's lingo. It means 11. Missing truck. Huh, that's a shame. She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise. And then where will she be? Good luck with the truck. I gotta go. Yeah, this guy seems happy to be here, but skeptical of you. Okay, I appreciate not so much today, thank you for asking. I know that this dude will definitely lead us into one of the Gator Man places. Recognize the petrified St. Elmo's fire, okay. But there's still a lot of... Okay, I'm not going to the frog bottom just yet. That's a good thing, but yeah. Yeah, for the love of watching all these stinking mushrooms. Okay, so... Yeah, already done with this. You again, I told you to get... Sorry, dude? Okay, not the swamp. Look, my best glad rags are turning into actual rags. These stalks are silk. Well, I guess now they're silt. Oh, haha, you're about as fine as a rubber crush. Come on, if we keep moving, we'll be down here sooner. Nothing doing, I ain't moving from the spot like got a proper set of pin covers. Okay, she drops a nickel into a nearby payphone and talks into it urgent for a minute. How on earth did you find a payphone in the middle of a swamp? I found my pop. He's sending along a pair of his old fishing waders. That isn't what I asked you. Before long, a delivery boy arrives with the waders and hands them over to Molly with a tip of his cap. Very fashionable. You'll knock him dead at a dance hall. Laugh it up, Buster. If anyone I know gets a peep on me wearing these, you're the one I'm gonna knock dead, savvy? Fair enough, thank you. Ah, there we go, Monster Shack. Perfect, that's exactly what I was hoping to get. There's some hobo code carved into this slab of rock. Oh, these kids are alright. Well, that's pretty heartwarming. Also, holy shit, I have 416 experience points. I am so using all my books too. Okay, what do we have here? Can be used to further upgrade Orchestra Strike. Thank you very much. Okay, upgradable skill. Grant some meat drop pack. Okay, this is nice. Expert panhandlery. You set it back until you've memorized a bunch of techniques for getting people to relinquish additional meat. You rub the book in one of SIT's pneumatic book return chutes so it can be of some use to the next prospective hobo. Thank you. Applied complex ethics. Okay, I'm gonna hang on to these for now. Piano repair for abject imbeciles. Okay, let's upgrade the piano crush. Read the book again more slowly. Your knowledge that pianos are heavy has been honed. You now know that pianos are really heavy. In an effort to move it closer to what you assume is its intended audience, you donate the book to a nearby preschool. Right, okay. Okay, extra combat every round. The Texas dance is gonna require real expenditure of brain power, okay. The brain buzzes with the knowledge of what it means for a brain to buzz with knowledge. You got a energized brain. You thought your way into a bunch of extra juice in your neural pathways. Your brain then tells you to donate the book to a local library, which you do because you're afraid that if you don't obey your brain, it will use its newfound power to destroy you. Better safe than sorry. Okay, less interesting book. Okay, that's upgradable skill, upgradable skill. Okay, let's upgrade call for backup. No, I cannot. But soon enough. Inside you find not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with the ancient records that you are perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly clean tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. Hey, what are the kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why should we be? Because it's dangerous here. Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. That's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters? Yes, of course I do. You'd be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean, you've seen them? Oh, for real? Well, yeah, which one? Fishermen, vampires, fairies? Yeah, let's go with vampires. Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this context. If you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything cause it's a secret. Okay, I'll join. Great, it'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf on these old bookcases we scavenged. Is that it? I'm a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where you had to repeat a vow and stuff, but it took too long because we were all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around. Thank you. Okay, let's close this. A workbench. Dozens of volumes of serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children, for instance. Luther Martinez and the Sword of Fire. Lottie Wilson, Labyrinth of Lightning. Lucy Ross and the Planet of Fire. Tom Howard, Dungeon of Ice. The Pyramid of Ice, Part 93. Oh my god. Alice Wilson, Dungeon of Mystery. Is there anything like... Okay, nothing that I can actually use for myself. Yeah, let's talk to the kids. What's this thing you're making? I don't really know yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the chupa naranja? I try to avoid spicy food, it gives me the hiccups. No, this is the kind of monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south, but I know there's one in the swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trouble I build, it keeps escaping. Do you wanna try? Let's take a look. Great, feel free to use my workbench over there. I've got plenty of spare parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, give me back one of its nostrils as a proof, okay? A nostril? Not the whole head or pelts? Oh no, I don't want to kill it, just prove that it's out there. Okay. Let's build the chupa naranja trap. We got some scrap metal from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. Okay, would you like to make any refinements? Okay, tighten the spring. Adjust the torque. Tweak the trigger sensitivity. Add a battery, add a fuse. That's good enough. You carefully pick up the trap and then carelessly shove it into your stack. It's a homemade chupa naranja trap of dubious quality. Let's go hunting. Any luck trapping that chupa naranja? No, not yet. Yeah, it's really slippery critter, alright. In a metaphorical way. I mean, I don't know if it's actually slippery or not. I wonder if that's why my traps haven't been working. Okay, this kid is peering at a terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on the glass. Hey there, are you into flies? Well, kinda. They're interesting when you once get over that gross factor, but mostly I'm just starting these because what I'm really interested in is the flyman. The flyman? Yeah, or maybe the manfly? I haven't decided which way is better yet. So what is the flyman and or manfly? He's a scientist that moved into the old Flenberg place. I did a little spying on him and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant fly. Why would anyone want to do that? Also, it always reminds me of that movie, The Fly or something. The dude that basically tried to build a teleporter and a fly got caught in and he started to slowly turn into a monster or something like that. It's an old movie. Yeah, why would anyone want to do that? I don't know, that's what's so interesting about him. Huh. He looks at it and looks so. And also, he's really handsome, really. Put out, you mean? Well, yeah, I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out? Sure, I'll help. Oh, thank you. Here, I'll show you where the house is. As you meet him, could you bring me back a souvenir? Like what? Maybe one of his chest hairs? Sure. This kid has a ball cup with a sinister looking triangle in it and is messing around with an elaborate homemade radio. Hi there. Hi, say you're a grown-up, can you help me with something? I'm not buying you any cigarettes. No, there's a swamp lady named Barbara Yaga. Of course. Everybody says she's just a fairy tale, but I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in this swamp, but I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. Swamp lady? Well, I don't want to call her swamp witch or swamp hag or stuff like that. It would be mean to judge her that way without having even met her. She's these days. Alright, I'll check her out for you. Great, thanks. Here, I might mark her hut on your sponge map. Anyway, bring back a feather to prove you met her, okay? She has feathers? I mean from one of her pet birds. The story says she has a ton of them. How will he know it isn't just an ordinary feather I found somewhere? Well, you seem like a trustworthy person. And why do you need me to bring proof at all? Because that's how quests work, come on! Okay, fine, let's ask about the radio. Okay, and I'm gonna ask about the hat too. Hey, nice hat, what does a triangle mean? Thanks, there's a great pyramids, one of them anyway. Ever seen them? Only on your hat, not personally. Well, maybe you will someday. Sure, who knows? Any chance you can get WGCR on that radio? Can't seem to get any station right now, sorry. It's okay, I was just curious. Always something. Big letter bound. Okay, list of vampire lists. It's like 400 pages long! Lots of vampires in this swamp. If you want to help, you can always go clear some of them out. Okay, so another infinitely repeatable hiding. Smelling 2 large test tubes. What have you got there? Perfume samples? Kinda. This one is a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane. Common swamp gas basically. Oh, what's the other one? Coffee to clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose. Okay, so why? I'm researching a creature known as the Smeller Wisp. Oh my god, I've only run into it once, but I've had a good memory for spells, so I figured if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it. A smell of the what? Wisp? It's a cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cook-off judge. I think that's probably a more scientific explanation. You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent... The girl gestures steadily at a sign over her workbench. No fart jokes. Oh, come on! It's a smell of the wisp! No! Well, I don't know what to say then. If you're willing to help instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze. Okay, I'll go find the smell of the wisp. Great, thank you. Here, take this. It should help you track the thing down. Nose trumpet. A big cone designed to make it so people who have lost their sense of smell can still tell what it's happening. Oh god. This smells like this? Yeah, just follow your nose. Alrighty then. Yeah, it will work automatically. This kid is well, he's eating something. Hi there. Hi. I don't mean to be rude, but what's your deal, kid? I'm a moss man. You are, huh? Okay, well, not really, but I want to be a moss man when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. It's actually cornflakes, I'm just pretending. Okay, rough. I am, that's crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in a moss man, though. But I know he's real, I've seen him. What's a moss man? A man made of moss? Yep, he's all fuzzy and green, it's so neat. Okay, you should go see him for yourself, then if you bring back proof he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore. Well, they might. Sure, I'll go have a look. Great, here I'll have the place on the map, it's called Moss Rock Grotto. If you say you try to bring back some of Moss as proof, okay? Fair enough, sure. Yeah, this kid is studying far more intensely than you ever did at his age. What are you reading? It's about Neanderthals and other early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. What are you looking for? The honey ape. The what now? You've never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, but with human-sized hands. Most of the legends call it big hands, but I'm pretty sure the big hands legends and other reports of honey ape sightings are referring to the same cryptid. That's interesting. I know it lives around here somewhere, I just haven't been able to find it yet. Okay, I'll help you look for it. That would be excellent, thank you. Here I found some of its prints one and made a pretty thing. That might help you track it down, then get one of his fingernails for proof. Oh, a fingernail with proof, because it'll be as big as a human fingernail, obviously. Of course, alright. Okay, then it seems that... yeah, considering the time, I guess I just made like a whole list of new things that I can do in the next episode. Because, yeah, 1 hour, not dragging it any further, you know the drill. So, you're not sure this is forbidding access or describing the shaft of occupants, okay. But yeah, anyway, like I said, without dragging it further, that's all for today's episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Have a great one.